Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Woohoo! How is everybody? Just so-so? The snow's coming down, I know. It's Minnesota. We get what we get from Mother Nature in Minnesota, that's for sure. We know that through the years. It's kind of pretty though. I have to say, I understand that we had a visit last Tuesday at the CoffeeChats from a stuntman for the James Bond movie. The second stuntman, hardly. I understand there was an entrance from a stuntman. I mean a little roll apparently.
Well, and 3 feet of snow too.
I'm so impressed. Oh my gosh, what an entrance. Was that a first, I think, through the years that we've had a stuntman come as a guest for CoffeeChats? Well done, Jeff. All right, last week was an intense week of snow, I guess. You had some cold weather. I was in Mexico and with my daughters and my mother. And so I'm back, and when I drove in yesterday to arrive for work, I was excited to be back, which is such a good sign. I love my job, so thank you for letting me. I really do. I love my job. I love you people, so thank you for allowing me to spend time with my family. I really appreciate it. So today is April 2nd, 2024. It's Tuesday. I'll let you know what's going on for the week, and then I will introduce Mary. I don't want to forget. She has something to share with us. I also wanted to share with you, and I don't know if this was shared with you last week on Tuesday, but we received a message from Scott, an email from Scott Searle. He wanted to thank us. He is the coordinator for the ICA Care, who distributes food to over 1,000 families each month to the food shelf. So he wrote an email to Jeff and Patty and I saying thank you so much for your generosity from Ridgepoint this last 2 days. We are so grateful for your residents' generosity. I'd love to know what inspired their gifts and others that you've done, and thank you so much. We are so grateful for those gifts for our neighbors in need. So I wanted to say I applaud you, thank you for doing that, because there's empty tummies out there, so well done, bravo. And speaking also on that note, are we going to draw a name next week for our...
Yep.
Okay, so next week we will proceed. I'll let you know on Tuesday who is our first person to act on Give It Forward. The donations are here. We have a little bucket here for donations, and then a bucket here for those who want to participate. We'll pull from someone a name from there and let you know next Tuesday, and then that person has a month to do what they choose, and it can be again a donation to the food shelf. It can be someone that you meet in need at the grocery store. It can be whatever your heart desires, as long as it's something good and you feel good about it, and you would be so kind to share your experience at CoffeeChats. That's what we'd like. So that is what I have for that. Mary, why don't I have you, I'm not sure I don't see you, why don't you come on up and share some good news, some good information to our community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so for the last 3.5 years, I have had the pleasure and joy of living here at Ridgepoint. It's been absolutely wonderful on so many levels. One of the levels being that for the last 48 years, I've been a member of an organization called Hadassah. It's Hadassah Medical Organization. We have 2 incredible hospitals and research centers in Israel, in Jerusalem, where we take care of the world. Everybody that comes to us gets service. There has never been any discrimination there. It has proven to be so effective that we were, not that long ago, a few years ago, I can't even remember the word, but we were nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. That's how special this organization is. So in any case, since I've been here, you guys, Ridge Point has allowed me to bring our craft co-op to Ridge Point and allow us to, once a month, sell our merchandise. It has expanded from a craft co-op to what I call Mary's Medical Research Marketplace, because anything I find or somebody donates that I think you guys would be interested in having for gifts or for yourself, I put in the marketplace. So that's why I call it Mary's Marketplace, because it's the way I set it up, not the way Hadassah does it. We go to other places around the city and sell also. But this place has been so absolutely wonderful to us and welcoming to us. And people, you know that the money, every penny, everything is donated by our volunteers. And it's not even Hadassah members anymore. It's people that just hear what we're doing. And I have people in Texas and people in California and people all over the country sending merchandise to us that they have handcrafted, and then other things that we have purchased or have been donated. And we've expanded to jewelry, and I had requested that you guys, if you had any broken jewelry, please send it to me, because we'd have a jewelry making party. Well, instead of broken jewelry, which I have gotten some, I got some magnificent pieces of jewelry for many of you, and some of the people who are not with us anymore. Their children heard about it and they sent us their jewelry, and I've been now marketing the jewelry. So lots of wonderful things have happened. So in any case, we've made about $7,000 this year, but I have to tell you that Ridge Point's total for 2023 was $3,149. So that money has gone already to Jerusalem. It is being used to save lives. When we save lives at Hadassah, we share them with the rest of the world. So that the medical things that we have discovered have already come to treat our patients here in America, and possibly you and I. So it's something I hope everybody feels good about what you have done. So Jeff, if you'd come up here, I have something for you. And it's really for all of you, but Jeff will hold it. Here, hold that for me. Okay. This says, in appreciation of Ridge Point staff and residents for your continued support for medical research being done by the physicians and scientists of the Hadassah Hospital in Jerusalem, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Hadassah. So thank you very much. I just think you all deserve it, and I do hope that you will continue to support us and come and see the new things that we get all the time. You just never know what you're going to find, what kind of treasures you will find that we will be happy to share with you. So thank you.
Very
Jeff,
good.
this is
All right. Thank you, Mary.
my pleasure.
Very good. All right.
I love that kind of stuff. Woohoo! All right, moving along for the week. We have at 10 a.m. Robin Doral show. She's the executive director of the Jewish Historical Society of the Upper Midwest. She is speaking today, and she's going to be talking about showing two videos. One in regards to titled Dakotas. The second is Stop Along the Way, and then she's going to discuss her book called Aberdeen, A Jewish History. So that's at 10 a.m. She's an interesting woman, very experienced, has a lot to share. So if you have time at 10 a.m., join us up in Marion Hall. We have also at 1 p.m. craft time, 6:30. Normally we would have sing-along. I received a message from Ebby. It's canceled this Tuesday, and I believe it might be for a couple of Tuesdays. So I will let you know when that will proceed, but just FYI, the 6:30 sing-along is canceled tonight and definitely next week. I'll move on for the week. Here, Wednesday, We have our TED Talks, so there's generally three topics of discussion. The first one is tips on being an entrepreneur, how to design for dignity during times of war, $1 billion problem in education. So those are the three TED Talks at 1 p.m. At 1:30 we have 500, 7 p.m. we have bingo and 500 for you to partake in every Wednesday. Thursday at 9 and 11 there is recorded coffee chats, of course, on 991. And then this Thursday is our guided tour. So as I was booking Robin Dorshow for speaking, she suggested and invited me to meet Kate Dietrich, or to discuss with Kate Dietrich, who's an archivist at the Upper Midwest Jewish Archives at the Elmer L. Anderson Library. And so she was kind enough to invite us to have an excursion there. So this Thursday, that is what our excursion will be doing. It's a private tour with Kate. It departs at 10:35. There's lunch beforehand at the Tea House, which is it's supposed to be a fabulous Chinese restaurant in the area, in the university area. And then you'll proceed, so that's at 11. So you leave here at 10:35, reservations at 11. And then after the Tea House, there is the tour at 1 p.m. So that is what's going on for Thursday. Friday, 1 p.m. there's coffee chats, bridge, and poker. At 4 p.m., of course, on Friday, there's always happy hour. Is there any new residents here today? Okay. I always kind of coordinate, or I, for some reason, kind of connect happy hour with meeting new people, and then just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody, but it's my old friends here. So happy hour at 4 p.m. in Marion Hall. 7 p.m. on Fridays, we always have our movie. So the movie is 7 Days in Utopia. It's a sports drama. I haven't seen this one, actually. After a disastrous on the pro circuit, a young golfer finds himself unexpectedly stranded in Utopia, Texas, and welcomed by an eccentric rancher. So that's a sports drama at 7 p.m. in Marion Hall. Saturday is 8 a.m. men's breakfast, and of course 7 p.m. is bingo on Saturday night. Sunday is the vans to places of worship. I think that's what I have for the week. Next week we have the excursion for Thursday is the color purple. I believe that is full, but I'll be looking at that more closely today and letting you know if you have to be moved up. So that's Thursday the 11th. We have a couple of fun things going on. We have To Death Do Us Part. We have a couple new theater things going on next month. And also we're going to be seeing Beautiful at the Chanhassen in May. So if you are interested always in something that is a theater event, let me know and I will try to get it on the schedule. I know sometimes there is other entities that are doing different excursions as well. And of course I want you to do the excursions that are the same with us, of course. So before you buy tickets to things like the Beautiful or etc., check them with me because I may have already booked it, and it's just going to, you wouldn't know because it will be a couple months down the road. Does that make sense? So I would love for you to join us on our excursions. And also keep the excursion ideas coming. I so greatly appreciate it because I'm here to serve you and try to get what you want to do in our calendar. So I'll hand it over to Jeff.
Thank you, Jillian. I think she's glad to be back. I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. Yesterday you all received your leases. Oh, first off, yesterday I think was a history-making day in the country, in that how many of you watched the women's basketball tournaments last night? What a monumental shift in what people watch. I can remember when women's basketball wouldn't have even been considered to be broadcast on TV, and those games last night were so fantastic. Personally, I'm a Paige Beckers guy versus Caitlin Clark. Although Caitlin Clark, what is she, 22, 21? To have all that pressure on her and to score all those points and perform the way she did was just thrilling. It was actually thrilling. I see one Hawkeye hat here, so we're gonna let that go today. But in the future, it's gonna be only Gopher stuff. Do you got that, Sylvia? Okay. I'll never know what she thinks. Well, that's true. I will know what she thinks because she'll tell me what she thinks. Much like everyone else here. Not only will she tell me what she thinks, she'll tell me how I should think. All right. Y'all, I hope you received your leases yesterday.
You mean they weren't an April Fool's joke?
They were not an April Fool's joke, Steve. That's why you came down here, didn't you, Steve? Just to get that one out.
Tell everybody now it's the 2nd of April. You can believe everything on the internet.
Okay, yes. Was anyone April Fooled yesterday?
You were.
How?
Somebody said that you had a phone call, and then you said, did you know that? And we said, April Fool.
Oh. I can't repeat that story because it's too confusing. But yes, someone did say, did I get a phone call? And I did, and now did you know? And it's gonna get worse, so thanks for listening. Anyway, get your leases signed. If we could have those back by the 20th, that would be great. That would give Patty time enough to get them entered into the computer and get your bill ready for next month. So I appreciate you all for renewing your leases. If you're going to renew, I think that, well, obviously everyone knows how I feel about this place. I love that Jillian shows how she feels about this place, and I'm sure many of you feel the same way. So I think that 24, 25 will be one of the best years yet. So, does anyone have any questions on anything? Anything they want to say? All right. Today is April 2nd, right? Well, yesterday we had 3 April Fool's babies. No offense to any of them. Betty Anderson, Hillman Knutson, and Maureen Salamando. On the 4th, we have 3 more birthdays. Shirley Meyer, Barbara Wilcox, Judith Lifshitz. On the 6th, we have 2, Stuart Dansinger and Karen Hyman. Karen. And that's it for the week. We have 1 anniversary that will be Thursday. George and Elaine Mickroot. So let's, happy anniversary to George and Elaine. Let's sing happy birthday to the rest. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you. Have a good week, everybody.